Hey guys, it's My Fallen Angels here. Today I will be narrating a very good story written by thecuriousdeadcat. Very good writer, very good story. I will put their link in the description so you can go and check out that story and other ones that they've done. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. With an impatient tug, I adjusted my mask. If it hadn't been for the fact that this masquerade ball was my doing, I'd have ditched the annoyance long ago. Being the host and the center of attention had its disadvantages. I stared as a particularly attractive young woman, her low-cut dress displaying a well-endowed bosom, passed by. Of course, it had its advantages too. Though I was not born into this life, it suited me. Slumped lengthwise across a large red throne, not a facsimile, but the real thing. I watched as men and women in opulent costumes glided across the dance floor. My attention snagged on a person hovering at the periphery. Though half shrouded in shadows, I could see it was a woman. Her dress, a deep red, was much simpler in nature than the others in the room. The upper portion of her face was hidden behind a mask adorned by black feathers. Lazily pursuing her features, my eyes came to a sudden stop when they collided with her own. Watching me unabashedly. This surprised me. The females I was used to dealing with were never so forward in nature. I gave in to the urge to go to her. Rising, I skirted the other guests and made my way around the circular room. As I grew closer, I saw that she was beautiful. Wisps of hair framed a rounded face with skin so smooth it appeared free from flaws. Her irises were such a pale gray that they seemed to glow under the dim light and light. Lips parted in an alluring smile as she beckoned to me with a crooked finger. When I was mere steps away, she turned and made for the corridor which connected the ballroom to the rest of my mansion. She didn't look back to see if I would follow. Annoyed by her aplomb, but feeling an unearthly pull, I gave chase. I found her waiting for me in the garden. The midnight hour had long passed, but I could see well enough by the light from the full moon. Not wanting to give her the opportunity to flee again, I grasped her by her waist. Beneath the layers of soft fabric, I could feel she was much bonier than she had appeared. Cold seeped into my flesh. She cupped my face, and before I knew it, began to pry at my mask. Pain lanced through me, and I screamed as I felt my flesh being ripped away from it. I stumbled back and fell to my knees beside one of the garden's ornate fountains. I leaned over and looked into the water. The skin of my once handsome face had been removed, exposing sinew and muscle. A shadow fell over me, and I saw in the water's reflection the lady. I watched as her features morphed into a form far larger, more demonic. The creature's mouth parted, and it spoke. "I've come